Hello, everyone, and welcome back to a slightly less serious episode of Dutiful Future. Or should I actually say, welcome to the very first episode of the Rip-Off Menu podcast.
Lovely.
Tim, I have my friend Tim here. The name of this episode was inspired by Tim. It was his idea. So, Tim, please explain the Rip-Off Menu podcast, what it is, and why the hell we're doing it.
Okay, so we're both big fans of James Acaster and Ed Gamble's podcast, the Off Menu podcast. And we were in the pub one day and we were, chatting about what food we like and the format of the show. And we thought, you know what?
Let's do it.
Let's rip this menu off and make the Rip-Off Menu podcast. And here we are.
The pun was all Tim's idea. As disappointed as I am in that, because I would have loved to have that pun in my repertoire. That was all Tim, and I'm still very impressed by it every time I say it. So what we're doing today is me and Tim have a list of our favorite foods of all time. So our best ever starter, main course, side dish, drink, and dessert. And we're going to go through them, going to chat about it. And we also, we sort of, just before this, we were like, right, how can we improve? And that's how we can improve. It's foreshadowing there. How can we improve off of the standard off-menu, formula? And we thought, well, we'll add alcohol. So we brought some beer. I've got a nice little plan for my beer tonight. I have 3 or 4 beers with me, and I'm going less classy as the night goes on.
Okay.
So what I've got here is a limoncello sour beer that I got from Tesco's. So I'm going to be having that to start with, and throughout this podcast, when you see me get a little bit more tipsy, I'll be moving on to slightly less fancy stuff.
I'm not being fancy to start with.
What have you got, Tim?
A Trusty Foster's.
Cheers.
Cheers. Yep, cheers. Good way to start the podcast.
Oh.
No?
It does taste like limoncello.
I don't know if I want a beer that tastes like limoncello, to be honest.
No, I definitely don't.
No.
Okay, so how the show always starts is you're at your table, Tim, right?
Yeah.
Do you want still or sparkling water?
First, I want you to appear as a genie.
Pardon?
First, I want you to appear as a genie.
Oh no, I forgot about the genie stuff. All right, I'll do it.
There you go.
Hello, good sir.
What was that?
That Tim, that was the sound of the genie appearing. And that is me. I'm a genie waiter. And what that means is I can get you food or drink from anywhere in the world, any time or place, and I can bring it right here, right now, over the Skype call.
Exclusively food. No other wishes.
No other wishes. No wishing for more wishes. All of that stuff. Just food and sometimes drink. I might let it start on drink. So, first of all, right in the multiple powers that I have as a genie, what water do you want? Still or sparkling, Tim?
Tap.
Oh, okay. See, specifically tap, because
it's free.
And I think the problem is, right, have you ever been to a place and you've ordered food and you go, what water do you want? It's still or sparkling? And you say still, and they bring you like a bottle and you have to pay for it.
And you're like, I'm paying.
That enrages me.
Yeah, same.
Of course I mean tap.
So you always have to say, tap water.
Emphasize tap. And see, I had the same answer there. I'm also a tap guy. And I think, but what I also need to emphasize is, and a nice little point, no one's actually done this on the off-menu podcast, which I was surprised about. At least no one, to my knowledge, has said, "Oh, I would like a jug of water."
No, that's true.
I want a jug of water.
That's my mum's classic. That's what my mum always says.
Because I want to be in control of my water drinking.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to constantly look up and be like, "Oh, please come give me more water." No.
Yeah. To be fair, if you do ask for tap water, that is normally how it comes. Generally speaking.
But sometimes you just get the glass, and I'm like, no. I need to be in charge of this. So
I need my hydration.
So you've gone with
your tap water stuff.
Always go tap.
Yeah. I'll go for a small jug. Small jug of tap water.
What up for bread, Tim?
I'm so surprised.
What? I did it. I had so much fun. I can see why they do it every time.
Well,
did I get you?
You got me so bad.
I think I scared myself a little bit. I'm just shouting.
I'm so scared right now.
Oh god, I hope that wasn't too loud. Poppadoms or bread?
Just woken up the house.
I'm sure.
It's 8:15.
Poppadoms or bread, Tim?
I think anyone who knows me will know that this is a pretty straightforward one for me.
We're the same on this, aren't we?
Because I hate crisps.
Yes, Tim doesn't. No. be clear there, Tim. You don't hate crisps. You have a phobia of crisps. You
that might be a bit strong.
It's
probably not
a compulsion against crisps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've had one crisp, and I spat it out.
Yeah. I ask him every time I see Tim. I can't help myself. I just go, Tim.
No.
So obviously you're not a poppadom boy then.
Not poppadoms. No. So I like mango chutney, and I like that yogurt dip, but no.
You like all the components apart from the core one.
Yeah.
So all right. What is there any specific bread that you like, and any sort of type or from a place?
Warm.
Time? Okay, yep, warm baked bread. Do you want butter with it? Do you want salty butter?
Butter.
Okay.
Salted butter. Kerrygold specifically, although there are other butter brands available. But yeah.
So when I say bread, though, do you want a loaf of bread, like breakfast?
No, when you're in a nice restaurant. When you're in a nice restaurant, yes. They bring a basket, and there's lots of little loaves, and often there's a variety. So you might have a white.
Okay.
Maybe a wholemeal one,
Yeah.
I don't know what sourdough. I think that's a popular one, isn't that? Seems to come up a lot. Yeah. So just
you want to make
a selection of them. Sorry.
You want a basket of bread.
Yeah. A little basket of warm bread.
Very nice, and a lot of Kerrygold butter.
A lot of butter. Too much butter.
A dangerous amount.
Dangerous amount of butter.
So for me,
and obviously, yeah,
I'm the same as you. I'm not a poppadom guy.
No.
Whenever we go for curries, me, Tim, and obviously the rest of our friends, we go quite often. People are always amazed every single time that me. It's
just me and you, isn't it?
So pretty much just me and you. We don't get poppadoms.
Yeah.
Because I'm just not a big fan.
Yeah, I know.
They don't really do it. They don't really do it for me. They don't butter my bread, so to speak.
What they are good at is being a facilitator for sauce.
Exactly. Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
But
they're a delivery system.
Yeah. That's exactly what they are.
Yeah.
They're a vessel.
A vessel.
A vessel for mango chutney.
Yeah, for mango chutney and for chilies. I like chili. The chili's nice.
Yeah.
So
they always talk about lime pickle, don't they?
Oh, no. I hate that stuff.
No.
That can go away. That's the one thing that I think it was James Acaster talked about that. He said I love the lime pickle, and I was like, no, move on, get out of there.
Yeah, no,
move on, get out of town. But I have specific bread. I put even into the bread category, Tim.
Okay.
So for me, there's two types I want. I want focaccia or focaccia. I think it's actually the Italian one. I want that.
It's quite golden on top, right?
Yeah. I want that with olive oil and balsamic, all that stuff, and I'll dip it. It's delicious.
Yeah,
but I also want. Have you ever been to Morocco, Tim?
I've not.
Have you ever had Moroccan style bread?
I think I have.
So it's called Kabs. I think I googled it. Khbz. Kabs. Okay. And I want some of that. So it looks like almost like a pancake, and it kind of goes up in the middle, like a big circle, and it is. Is
it a bit like a flatbread?
No, because it's not. It is like a loaf of bread, but it's just in a circle.
I think I'm more thinking Lebanese.
No, okay, probably because it is specifically Moroccan, and you cut it like you would cut slices of a cake, basically.
Okay.
And you have it with tagine, and it is very good, and it's
sounds good.
That is, I want some cabs with some form of dipping sauce. I want my focaccia bread with olive oil and balsamic. That's what I want, and maybe some olives and some salami as well.
That sounds nice.
For my build-up,
slightly bending the rules with the salami and the olives.
I mean, that's a maybe. I am bending the rules a little bit, but to be fair, the American guy, I can't remember his name, but I was a big fan of the episode.
Was he the one from BoJack Horseman?
No.
There's one.
There's someone
I think he was on last week. The guy who plays Mr. Peanut Butter was on it.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I love that show.
Yeah,
I need to listen to that one then.
Yeah, it's good.
No, he's the guy. He was on one of the early ones. He's from the show 30 Rock.
Okay.
Yeah. He was on. He had sliders as his bread.
Oh, I did listen to that one.
Yeah. Okay.
Not a clue what sliders are still, but.
Oh well. Maybe you'll find out later what sliders are.
Maybe. By the way, I've got actually more to say about this bread course.
Oh, please do. I'm sorry.
While you were talking, I had some ideas floating about. I'm like, you said I'm specific about bread, and then I remembered.
You remembered?
Morrison's, yeah. Hear me out.
Right,
Morrison's.
my dream meal, right? I'm going to walk down to Morrison's.
Yeah. Morrison's Tiger Bread and salt and pepper bread.
Oh, I've seen that in your house before, Tiger Bread.
Are the two most unbelievable loaves of bread, but they also do them in rolls. So I'd go for them.
Would you go for them? You could just have the whole loaf if you want to have the whole goddamn loaf of Tiger Bread.
Can I just not get full?
Yeah. Don't worry.
Okay.
If you remember, if we cite the Richard Osman episode, oh god, I just hit my mic there. If we cite the Richard Osman episode, it was established that you can never get full in the Dream Restaurant.
And
whether that's a gift or a curse is up to debate. But
yeah, it's true because there is a good satisfying feeling about.
Yeah.
Sometimes just being full and
you won't feel. I think they decided that you'd feel like satisfied once you feel like you're done, but you're never going to feel like you're done before you want to be done.
Yeah, good system.
Yeah, I feel like we're also ironing out some of the issues of the lore. You know, the lore with the Off Menu podcast. You know, really establishing the universe.
I think we've got a conception of it.
Yeah.
We're imposing our will on it.
It's like we're like a sub story, a side story.
We are.
We're part of the expanded universe.
Trying to do it justice and maybe actually improving on it.
Yeah, I mean, once again, I think the addition of beer is definitely helping out. All right. So bread, you're having Tiger Bread from Morrison's, and I'm having focaccia and that's definitely not how you pronounce it. Focaccia, it is.
Yeah.
And Moroccan cabs. Let's move on to our starters, Tim.
Yes.
What's your starter?
This one very difficult for me. I think I've decided that I love starters and I love desserts.
Ooh.
The main course is a bit like I'm a starters and main course.
Okay, pause. What do you mean you're not a main? Like just meh? What do you mean meh?
Like, I think the ideal, like, I like having lots of different food, and there's so many more. I feel like starters. There's so many options.
That's true.
So many more options.
But like all good starters are just mini mains.
But I feel like because they're smaller, the restaurants have to focus on the ingredients more and have to focus on the flavors more.
Tim. You can have any starter. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Come on, what do you got for me?
I've thought about calamari.
Yeah, I also thought about that.
I thought about it.
It's tempting.
2 years ago, I would have picked it.
Oh, okay. What's changed in 2 years?
I've got a bit bored of it, I think, because every time I'm at a restaurant, I'd order it, and
it's so good.
It is good, and with the dip, it's good. But I've had a few ones where it's been like so much batter.
Yeah, where it's like soggy.
It's so greasy and greasy.
Like a bad onion ring where like you take a bite and it just comes off. Like,
that is the worst.
Bad onion rings. What about that?
Not good. So I thought about that. Not going to go for that.
Okay.
Okay, I've got to make a decision now.
You do make a decision. I can hear that your brain just fired.
I'm going to think about what goes best with the rest of my meal now. So I'm going to give an honourable mention.
Okay, an honourable mention, yes, please.
To sushi.
Okay.
Specifically, I think they're called salmon nigris. Okay, so they're the ones with a bed of rice.
Okay.
And then a strip of salmon.
Okay.
Yeah, and so obviously we live in Leamington because we go to a University of Warwick.
Yep. That is us.
And there's a restaurant there. Hopefully it's still there after this virus because who knows what's going to happen. And it's a Japanese restaurant called Hayashi. And I went there before we left to come back to London and had a bit of sushi there. This one
the salmon ones,
and it is just it just melts in your mouth, and you're just like, oh, this is where I want to be at this precise moment in time. You know what I mean? It's just so good, and with a bit of soy sauce. But I'm not going to go with that.
Yeah. So what's managed to beat out the melting in your mouth? You know, the place that you want to be.
I've gone full middle class, bougie, just yes.
Go on.
I mean, I'm reading a book called 1,000 Years of Annoying the French at the moment. But despite that, I've got quite a French style meal, and my starter's going to be baked camembert
Oh, I didn't even
with
think about that.
like a fruit jam. Like I think I had it in. I think I might have had it in Spain with a fig jam, and then you get some bread with it,
Oh, that does
like
sound good.
toasted bread. And obviously, you just heap ungodly amounts of cheese onto the
Yeah,
bread,
yeah. Oh,
put a bit of the jam on top. It's just so good.
I
It's just
do.
something to do with the sweet and savory. I quite like that mix, that's got a theme in this meal as well. But yeah, that stood out for me. I've
I
got to go with that.
I do love camembert. That's actually a really good pick. I did not think of that at all.
Mm,
Because I love camembert, and it was like it literally just did not even cross my mind.
yeah.
Um, for me though, I had a bit of a mix. I had a last second, like last minute mix around of my menu, because I think I made some strategic decisions to still have things that I like, but in different places so I can fit other things that I like.
Okay.
So what I did was I have sliders as my starter.
Right. You're gonna need to explain what these are because I
I
have no idea.
imagine like a burger, Tim. Right? Think of a burger,
Mm,
right? Yeah. And I imagine that, but like smaller.
okay.
It's a smaller scale. That's it.
That's what. So is the patty with?
A slider is just a small burger.
Oh wow. Are they
Yeah. So you have like three on a plate, like three little sliders. So you have like a different thing for each one, you know.
Where do you get these? I don't think I've seen them.
I don't know if it's their massive thing in the UK. To be fair, I mean, I've seen them all over the, you know, because I grew up international, so I've seen them in other places in the world. I mean, I think they're a big American thing.
Yeah.
But I don't think they're like massively like crazy popular. But like most people know what sliders are, I think.
Yeah.
But I think
So
anyway,
what? So you say there's three.
yeah.
Are they
So
all
like,
the same?
no, that's the thing. So some places well, I guess you have obviously the same, but my one is they're not the same.
Okay.
I have like a long plate in front of me, right? And there's gonna be three little burgers. The first little burger is a chicken burger, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like a battered chicken burger, basically like fried chicken in a bun,
Yeah. Classic. Yeah.
with some spicy cheese, a bit of lettuce, and like some like chili sauce or whatever the hell. The
Yeah.
next one is a beef burger with just
Okay.
the same kind of things and just that. And then
Yeah.
the last one, to mix things up and to go a little bit rogue, is a spicy bean burger.
I just had one for dinner.
Oh,
Yeah.
look at that! Was it nice?
Just had one for dinner right now.
So
Very nice.
what inspired this choice from me is the Dirty Duck, which is the pub on campus at Warwick,
Yeah.
does a
That's
spicy
this.
burger.
Wait. Hold on. The Dirty Duck has inspired your
No, 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 no,
dream
no, no,
meal.
no, 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 no.
The Dirty
This
Duck. Wow.
this
Wow.
slider is not the
The
spicy bean
student
burger.
restaurant
This
with the
excuse
delights
me.
like the chicken inferno and
What is
cheesy
wrong?
garlic
There
bread.
is nothing wrong with the chicken inferno, Tim. All right?
No, there's
No,
not. Until they took away the free drink that came with it.
that's true. That was. But this spicy bean burger is not the one from the Dirty Duck.
No. Okay.
However, it was the Dirty Duck that put it in my mind, and I was like, oh, I actually really enjoyed that. And
Yeah.
basically just beans, but like chili, same thing with some cheese and all that crap, and it was like some salsa on it.
Okay.
And that's why I want three different buns, but the buns are different as well. The beef burger has a brioche bun.
Nice.
Yeah. The chicken one can have any, I think just a normal like sesame seed bun. And the spicy bean burger, ooh, I think probably just go with the normal bun as well. But the beef one should be brioche because
Okay.
for some reason that works together. I don't know why. I'm not generally a massive fan
The
of
spicy bean, do you say, with the brioche?
No, just normal. The beef burger.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Each
I'm
one,
not a fan of this of the brioche, to be fair.
I wasn't, but there's just been some beef burgers that I've had where it just works, and I'm just like, you know what, this is a good thing.
Yeah.
Are you now confident in saying you know what sliders are, Tim?
I think I'm gonna have to look it up, get an image. I've got an image in my head.
How you can't get it? It's a burger but small.
Yeah. How small?
So let's say this is like a burger, right? This like I'm holding it here and I'm like eating it, right?
Yeah.
By this size, like that size.
Okay.
Yeah.
So a
Like
bit
that.
bigger than canapé.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah, bigger than that, a bit
Okay.
bigger, a little bit bigger than that, like probably about that tall.
Yeah, I get that.
That helps. Yeah, so
I
like
think
three of
both
those, three of those little boys.
both
Yeah,
made some good options there.
yeah, I think the camembert is a pro choice.
Yeah,
Have you
I'm
ever
quite happy with that choice.
had camembert on a burger?
I've not. No.
The Libertine, no, not the Libertine. A different burger place in Leamington. I can't remember what it's called. The
Yeah.
like default chicken burger you get from them has camembert on it,
Oh yeah.
and it's
Yeah,
pretty.
you can add it. I think is it in the old library? I think you might be able to add it.
Oh, camembert.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't
Somewhere
that.
within
Yeah.
recently you could add it, but I can't remember. So don't know why I started talking. But,
This podcast is just us referencing the various different pubs in Leamington Spa.
yeah, we're
I'll
gonna
have to
get
tag
through
you,
all of them.
like, want to learn where to go eat in Leamington?
Yeah,
Good
just
God.
go
All right.
Hayashi. That's all you need to know. Hayashi.
All right. I've never been.
But when I went there, right? So bit off topic, but it is about food. So
This is the off-topic podcast now.
and it's also a rip-off. So
It is also
don't expect the
we
real
can do
version.
what we want with it.
Yeah. So I ordered egg fried rice, and I got egg fried rice. Got a pot. It was like in the shape of a pot, but it was without any instrument. It was held up on its own, and on the top there was just a fried egg, a whole fried egg on the top of egg fried rice.
Yes.
Is that normal?
Yeah, that's extremely normal.
In where?
Everywhere. That's especially Thailand. That's how it's prepared. You have an egg. You have a fried egg on fried rice.
Yeah.
Well, what they do is they fry the bottom differently. So basically, like it's kind of like crispy at the bottom of the egg with the oil and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the first time
How
I've
is
seen
this
that.
like new to you?
Yeah, it was new to me. Never seen it before.
No, always. That's like
I was
the
so
very.
excited.
You were like, oh my God, what is this like new world?
Mm.
In so people who don't know, I grew up abroad. I grew up in like Thailand, China, and America. And in Thailand, what they do with fried rice all the time, you can have it like in a pineapple. They like cut a pineapple in half, dig it out, and they either put the fried rice in the pineapple. So that's how you eat it, out of a pineapple.
Wait, they carve out a pineapple?
Yeah. But like, so they cut it in half first, right?
Yeah.
Like top down.
Yeah.
Put it on its side, dig it out, so it's like a bowl. And then they put the fried rice in that, and then you eat it out of the pineapple as if it were a bowl.
Interesting.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, as I said earlier, I'm a big fan of mixing savoury and sweet. And
I'm not normally, but like occasionally it hits right.
Yeah,
I think that's one of the cases.
Fair enough.
Right. So
sorry.
You said you weren't a main boy. You said you were a starter and dessert. But we're now going to have to move on to the mains, and this is where I think if there's going to be contention, it will be here, because I'm a main guy. I am a passionate believer that the main is the main.
Yeah.
Tim, what have you got for me?
I mean, when I said I'm not a main guy, I feel like there was just nothing standing out for me at that time.
Okay.
But I actually do have about 6 mains that I want. I
was getting a bit scared you're going to do a Greg Davis and just be like, oh, pass
from the. Pass. That would be crazy. That would be crazy.
I would be offended.
That was the best episode ever, by the way.
That is a very good episode of that. That is a good episode.
Oh, when he said pesto in a spoon.
Yeah, just like half a jar of pesto with a spoon. That is very fun. The clock.
Yeah.
Come on, Tim, it's got for me.
Okay. I've got a few anecdotes. So, Italian food I really like. I went to Rome maybe 3 years ago, and there was this place, I've written the name down, called Grotta Fico d'Abruzzo.
Oh, wow.
I butchered that, but that was the first time I did the full Italian sort of antipasti, main, secondi pasta, you know when they do that. And I had the best bolognese I've ever had there.
Ooh, okay.
I'm not picking that.
All right, I'd be a bit disappointed in bolognese. I think bolognese is a wee bit basic.
And I've had bolognese too much.
It's very good.
Way too much. He is good. And then I always like the idea of lobster without ever actually having it properly. Mm-hmm. So I can't pick that.
This was just a shout out of like, I think I like it, but I haven't tried it yet.
Yeah, basically. I feel like lobster, it just looks so good. And I always just wanted it.
It is pretty nice. I've had it.
I've never had it properly, you know, when you just have lobster. No,
Burger and lobster in London.
Is it good?
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's just burger and lobsters. It's so good.
I'll give it a go. Then another one. I was on a boat tour thing in Croatia.
Oh.
And the food in Croatia, I was in Dubrovnik, and I didn't like it the whole time we were there. We didn't go to the best places. But on this boat, we just had the freshest fish I've ever had, with potatoes and I think vegetables. But I'm not picking that either.
Especially since if I asked you to elaborate and describe that meal, you would just say it was just fish and potatoes.
Yeah.
Like what kind of fish? What kind of how is it prepared?
It was white fish.
Okay.
There was lemon on it. There was definitely some sort of parsley, some sort of some fresh herbs on that. It was nice.
Okay.
But I just remember that's more of a meal I'd pick for where I was and the atmosphere and the on the boat going through the water. It was just a nice time.
Right. It's been teasing us for long enough. What is the name?
Here we go.
I can't
wait.
Following
on the French theme.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm going to go for Confit Duck in like a plum sauce.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. And yeah, that's what I'm going to have to go for. So that comes with dauphinoise potatoes most places you go. So I'm going to put that in here.
Yeah, that comes with some dauphinoise potatoes. Okay. Yeah. So describe this dish to me in detail as the main. So how is it looking? How is it comprised?
Okay, so
why is this what you've chosen?
So you have a bed of dauphinoise potatoes. The best things ever, but they are just the creaminess, garlic. I don't know what herb it
cheesy,
is.
really garlicky. What kind of ratio are we going for?
Very creamy. Quite garlicky. Quite a big fan of garlic.
We'll go
I think staples of everything I cook is onion, garlic.
Garlic and chili is everything I do.
Have to be. So, but a lot of. I don't want them to go. I've had it a few times. I think Café Rouge do it, and they often go they're a bit cheapskates on the dauphinoise potatoes. You know what I mean? They're just not enough. Okay, so I want a big bed.
You want a proper bed.
Yeah. And then you have
a king-sized bed of dauphinoise potatoes.
Yeah, but they need to be dwarfed by a huge duck leg. Okay.
Oh, the leg specifically.
Yeah, it's going to be the leg and a bit of the breast as well, I reckon. But no, mainly the darker meat. That just confit duck. It always the back. Duck's my favorite meat, hands down.
Really?
But the way Chinese pancakes the best. But the way this duck just falls off the bone. It has to be falling off the bone. It has to be. Okay. So literally, sometimes I think I was in a French restaurant in Oxford where my grandma lives. Pick up the bone, and the duck just falls off.
Oh, and it's just all right.
Yes, yes. And then the first time I had this, it was in a Café Rouge, but I'd like to have it from somewhere in France. I'm sure they do it somewhere. First time I had it was in the Café Rouge, and it blew my mind. I think I was like 12, 13. Yeah, a 13-year-old picking duck confit.
Picking duck on the menu, going all out.
And so that came with a plum sauce, which was it was perfect.
A continuation of your marriage between sweet and savoury.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. But they've changed it to cherry sauce.
Yeah,
it isn't as nice. I would like the plum one.
Because we had duck the other night with dauphinoise potatoes, and we had cherry sauce with it.
Yeah.
But I refused the cherry sauce because, as I said earlier, I'm not a massive fan of sweet and savoury generally.
Such a mistake.
No, the duck
angers me.
The duck
that really angers. I might do a James Acaster Jess Phillips moment. Just
that is an incredible moment. What are you doing?
Yeah.
No. So I think the duck, if this was my choice, I think the duck has enough flavour in itself to carry to the finish line without need of the fluff. The fluff, I say, of a fruity sauce like plum or cherry.
I challenge you to try the plum sauce.
I have not tried.
You have a different opinion on that.
I might have to. I doubt it, but you never know.
Yeah, this is my food heaven. This is
yes. Okay, so that is duck with specifically the plum sauce, not
duck confit.
Yep.
Dauphinoise potatoes with plum sauce.
Do you want any vegetables around that with that, or is it just this? Everything else is getting in the way.
Okay, I've got a hot take on vegetables, right?
Oh.
So I'm a bit of I think I want the vegetables there.
Okay.
Like some spinach or something.
You want to see them?
Some like wilted spinach, maybe. But whenever I get a plate of food and there's vegetables on it, my eyes go to the vegetables. And I think, why are you here ruining my meal? Okay? Because what I have to do, I have this OCD thing where I have to eat the vegetables first.
Yeah.
Like any food I have to eat the bits I like the least first. So I would get rid of the vegetables straight away, but I still want them there just because I feel it would be weird if I didn't have them there.
You'd look at the plate and you'd go, why is it so empty? Where's the
It's
colour?
missing something. But then when that's something missing is on the plate, it angers me.
So, but if that's not a tragedy. The internal conflict of man,
Yeah.
I need this here, but if it's here, I'm angry.
Yeah. But,
so what vegetables would you have to infuriate you on this plate?
I think wilted spinach. I think, yeah. And then I look at it, I pick it up with my fork, slam it on my mouth really angrily. But once that had been consumed, I would be content with life and I could go about my business with the dauphinoise.
So I remember, Tim, right? Me and you were once hanging out in your house,
and
we had a very loud and borderline violent argument about what's the best vegetable.
Okay.
You said it was broccoli.
Yeah, agreed.
And I was
agreed with myself.
I was livid. So you were just like, yeah, it is. That sounds like a smart guy. No.
Yeah.
And I was livid because there's so many better ones. And everything I said, you didn't say like, oh no, broccoli's better. You went, oh, that doesn't count.
What did you say?
I said, first thing I said was
onions not a vegetable.
First thing I said was potatoes. And you were like, no. And I was like, all right, fair enough. I'll discount potatoes. I get that. Yeah. Then I said onions, and you said onions don't count.
Onions are a sweet.
Onions are a what?
Sweet.
A sweet.
They're a sweetie.
A sweetie.
They're just nice. They're just too nice to be counted as a vegetable.
And then I went to like sweet corn or like a corn on the cob, and you were like, nah.
No, not a fan.
Carrots.
I don't mind the corn on the cob.
No, of course not. But broccoli sucks.
Broccoli with a bit of butter on it. So Kerrygold butter, obviously.
You like dipping it in.
Yeah.
So my question, do you want to change your starter to just can I have some broccoli and a tub of Kerrygold? Can I just dip it?
Yeah.
My question for you, Tim, is why, right, in this meal, you say you're going to be infuriated by your vegetables. Why do you choose to be infuriated by the spinach in front of you when you could have the supposed best vegetable in the world that you love so much, broccoli, in front of you?
I mean, even if the broccoli's there, I'd still get rid of it first.
But would you be annoyed by it?
Yeah.
Why? You said you like it.
But it's a green thing on my plate of deliciousness.
It's different, and that's why
you can't compare to lamb, potatoes, duck, potatoes, and plum sauce.
I respect that. That's
levels to this.
I understand.
Yeah.
This is a nuanced answer, all right?
Yeah.
This is how you get a first in an essay. You go nuanced. Yes or no here.
Exactly. So,
okay.
Yeah, I'll go with the spinach.
All right.
I want to hear your one.
I had a lot of internal conflict about mine. So, as you may have figured out from earlier, so like I said, I did some workarounds to try and fit different things in. Yeah. And so I went with burgers, i.e. sliders, as my starter. So, because I initially had a burger as my main, but then I thought, you know what? No, this is wrong. I'm lying to myself.
Still wrong.
What I've gone for is, so I share your love of Italian food, Tim.
Yeah.
My family, half my family's Italian. Scottish Italian, certainly was curry or something like that. And so my main is a type of pasta which I asked my dad downstairs because he makes it and my nonna makes it Italian for Nanny. They both make it like exactly the same and it's delicious. And I asked my dad downstairs, I said, Dad, what's the name of that pasta you make? Which I'll describe in a second. He said, Hugh, I cannot tell you. It doesn't have a name. It's just what they do.
Yeah.
So I'm going in depth on here. So basically what it is, it's like a red sauce with onions, chili, loads of garlic, and then sausages. Like
sounds good so far.
The sausage is like each piece, right? The skin is around it, but then it kind of like fluffs out on each side.
Okay.
Do you kind of know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think it's like bursted out the skin.
Yeah, exactly. It's that kind of sausage, and it's like Italian sausage, so it's a little bit spicy, and it's that.
That sounds good.
So that's the basis of the sauce. But here's where it gets a little bit more, in time.
Dicey.
Right? So I'm a big fan of big pasta. When I say pasta, I mean like literally the pasta itself, like the shells of the spaghetti or anything. So I hate thin spaghetti.
Okay.
I think it's boring. I think it's bad, and I do not want it.
Yeah.
What I'm going for, unfortunately, I don't know the name, which is difficult.
Is there something about what is it about the thin spaghetti that really gets you?
It's a two-pronged thing. I think part of it is whenever I've had very thin spaghetti, it's been not made by family. It's been like at school or like at a bad restaurant where it's thin and they overdo it so it's super soft and it's just not particularly good.
Okay, yeah.
Going for is big
childhood issues.
So do you know those? It's my trauma of thin spaghetti.
Yeah.
No. So do you know like those pasta shells?
Yeah.
What I want.
Congoli?
I think that's right.
Yeah.
What I want is that, but big.
Okay, I think they're my favorite of the pastas.
So
apart from tagliatelle.
Yeah, tagliatelle is very good as well. Anything like big tagliatelle is delicious. Like any big pasta, I'm happy with. But specifically, I want they're like this big. Like each one is huge.
Yeah. Oh wow.
I want that.
Okay. That sounds really good.
Sauce, and it's so good.
Yeah, that sounds amazing.
I think like the worst thing is Americans call like spaghetti, specifically spaghetti, like angel hair. Or some British people do it as well. To be fair,
I've never heard that
type of pasta. They call it angel hair, I think, something like that. And I hate that.
Yeah, I've never heard of that.
My Italian blood boils whenever I hear it.
I can imagine.
And then beyond this, right?
Yeah.
Also, my other spicy pasta opinion is I'm not a big fan of Parmesan on pasta. I love cheese pasta, but not Parmesan.
But when the people in the restaurant come round and they have this and they do that.
Love that. I love when they come around with the thing and they put the pepper on it because
it cheese.
Makes me, yeah, I don't like the cheese on it. Now that I specifically Parmesan.
Parmesan's so good.
It's delicious, but I think it gets in the way of my pasta experience.
Wow,
Instead, what I want.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna have to do a U here. I'm going to Asda.
Okay.
What I want is from the cheese section in Asda or any major supermarket.
Other supermarkets are available.
Yep, they are. And what I want is the grated cheese in a bag. Specifically the fiery blend cheese.
Oh no.
Or
what are you doing?
I want that. Or like you could do like red Leicester or any sort of like cheddar or any sort of like normal cheese and just grate that on that. I'll do. But I want specific.
Italian ancestors are turning in their graves.
Yeah. No one will be listening to this, should be angry at me, but I don't care.
Wow.
I want the fiery blend cheese from Asda.
Oh.
Sprinkle on and mix it up.
Oh no.
Or if I am going to do like a fancy cheese, I'm going mozzarella.
Okay, a bit better.
Grating that on like if I was going to go proper fancy, I'd go like a fancy block of mozzarella and I'll grate it on myself, or just a bag.
Why yourself? Why can't some lovely waitress do? Or the genie waiter. I am your genie waiter.
Oh yeah, we are vice versa. The genie waiters. Yeah. I want to do it myself because I think only I know my quantities.
Okay.
Hey, if you want to do it, you are a genie. You can make the perfect amount.
I can.
So
that's one of my skills.
I want a bit of that on top, and I'll mix it up, and maybe a little bit more on top, so I have like a little layer thing.
Sounded so nice until you said fiery cheese from Asda.
I like spicy cheese.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
And whether I'm getting it from Asda or I'm getting it from.
I don't think I like fiery cheese. I don't think I'd like anything weird in my cheese.
What do you mean weird? Sorry, I keep hitting my mic.
I don't know. I just don't trust it.
You never had spicy cheese, like chili cheese?
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
Oh,
seems wrong to me.
I love that stuff. I love that stuff.
I'd have the cheese and then put the spicy stuff on top of the cheese. I wouldn't want the spicy stuff embedded in the cheese.
If you were pasta, would you go Parmesan or would you say no?
Oh, I'd go Parmesan. Yeah.
You'd have Parmesan. Okay.
Yeah.
It just doesn't do it for me. I don't like how small it is.
Interesting. I mean, you could use the other side of the grater and make it bigger.
I'm not sure that would work. Parmesan is going to be quite tough, but like I like having the bits of cheese, like the grated bits.
Cheddar is good for that.
Yeah, that sort of thing. Like I probably would. My go-to would be mozzarella or the fiery blend.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's the controversial one of mine.
Hugh, I know you want the fiery blend. Just go with the fiery blend.
I want the fiery blend. I want fiery blend, or I want mozzarella.
Okay.
And if there is somewhere in this world a fiery blend mozzarella, I want that.
I'm sure it can be done.
I'm sure it can be done. Please do that for me, oh genie waiter.
Consider it done, sir. Consider it done.
As much as it pains you. I love that you were so invested in mine. You were like loving it, and then I was like, and I want the fiery blend from Asda. Now, please.
I can make you a mozzarella with fiery blend cheese, but I also have to put in some poison.
Asda. Go to Asda and get it from there. Simply Asda.
Good.
Okay. Now then, side dish. So what do you want to come next to? Now then, what do you want from me, Tim? So you went for the duck, right?
Yeah.
You got duck. What are you gonna have next to it?
See,
as well.
I have an ultimate side dish.
Oh.
But does it go with my meal? It's a no. It doesn't go with my meal at all.
So yeah, I have that conundrum as well, but I'll save my version of it for when I go.
Yeah.
Because I've answered that question to myself.
Problem is, the side I want. Well, I was originally torn between two sides, but the sides I want are very creamy in themselves.
Okay.
And I've already got the creamy potatoes.
Was the side?
So I think macaroni cheese is the best thing ever. So that was gonna be my side dish.
Okay.
That or cauliflower cheese. I was torn.
Cheese is alright, but I think mac and cheese is definitely better than cauliflower cheese.
Yeah, I think so. But yeah, I love them both, and my mum makes a really good cauliflower cheese.
Yeah.
So I was gonna go with that. But my mum features later, so she can have her time.
Ooh.
Yeah, bit of a spoiler. So instead of that, I'm gonna go with cheesy garlic bread. Yeah.
Is this the cheesy garlic bread from the Dirty Duck of all places? By any chance, Tim?
Do you know what, Hugh? I think it might be. I think it actually might be.
Is it actually?
I think it actually might
be. Is it actually the goddamn like cheapest baguette with some like cheese probably melted with a lighter onto it?
I don't know if you can have. I think if you try to make a fancy cheesy garlic bread, it fails. Cheesy garlic bread needs to be cheap, greasy, nearly not nice. And therefore, I'm gonna stick with what I know, and it's gonna be the Dirty Duck's cheesy garlic bread. Dirty
Duck's cheesy garlic bread. You were raging earlier by the mere suggestion. The mere suggestion of the spiced bean burger, right?
Well, you know, when you said that, that's when I thought of this side dish. But I mean, when I was slating you for the Dirty Duck, that's when I was like, oh wait.
You're like, wait a minute. I do like So, is it specifically Dirty Ducks, or is it just like that level, which can be applied to several different places? Or do you want me to teleport there, nick it out of someone's hand, and bring it back for you?
I want to have. Well, so the main times I've ordered that is after a game of football.
Yeah, okay.
Post game with a drink, and I've just got cheesy garlic bread.
Okay.
So just with this cheesy garlic bread, I'd like to be in that setting.
All right, that perfect. Is that where you want your location to be for your dream meal? Do you want to be in the Dirty Duck? Do you want to be in the pub with friends?
No, definitely not. I don't want to be in the Dirty Duck while I'm eating baked camembert. You know,
it just
that would feel wrong. Yeah, just I want to be in. Oh, maybe get a virtual reality headset for the cheesy garlic bread. Pretend I'm in Dirty Duck just for those 5 minutes.
For a break in the meal, you want to teleport there and teleport back. Okay, that can be done.
Yeah.
So you want cheesy garlic bread as yours, specifically not fancy cheesy garlic bread.
Yeah, definitely.
Specifically not fancy.
Not fancy.
So what is it about the transition from normal to fancy that you think would ruin cheesy garlic bread?
I think fancy, they'd get their ratios of cheese to bread wrong.
Really? Okay. How so?
Well, because they'd use like a really good cheese, and they wouldn't use as much of it, and the cheese itself would be strong. But half of the beauty of the cheesy garlic bread of the duck is that it's basically half cheese, half bread.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
and there's just a consistency about it that just works.
okay. All right then.
It just works.
Mr. Snob Tim here, judge me for my spicy bean burger pick.
Yeah.
Cheesy
Sorry
garlic
about
bread.
that.
Hey, I don't judge. I think that's a good choice. Actually.
Thanks, man.
I'm a fan of the cheesy garlic bread. You know me.
Yeah, I know you.
Year one, I like that cheesy garlic bread.
It's good. It's undeniably good.
It is bad, but it's good.
Yeah. Okay. What's your one?
So, as you said, you had that conflict of will things go with your meal. I thought of that as well, and I decided to go for the complete opposite. I do not care if anything matches at all.
Okay, good.
I went extreme differences. So my main was pasta. My side dish is going to be a metric ton of dumplings.
Ooh.
Just loads. And when I want them, specifically, I want them served in a very specific way. I don't know the name of the thing, but you know what they're steamed in? I think they're just called a steamer. The wooden steamer.
Yeah.
I want them served in that as as a tower. Yeah. And there's levels to it, and each level is a different filling. Nice. So
like Kung Fu Panda vibes.
Yeah, exactly. So one of them is like chicken, the next one's pork, the next one's spinach, and I want like 3 layers of that.
That's
because, like we established earlier, you can eat loads.
Are these the really doughy ones?
No, that's bao.
Yeah, that's what I like.
I'm getting closer to gyoza, but not gyoza, just like normal dumplings.
Okay.
So, bao is all right. I like bao.
I really like it.
Not. I prefer normal dumplings.
At the end of Chinatown, just as you're approaching one of the entrances for Leicester Street, so this is obviously London Chinatown.
Yeah.
There's these like smaller pop-up Chinese shops.
Okay.
And in one of them, they do pork steamed bao, like these massive ones for £1.50, and it's like incredible. So
we went to where did we go? Remember when we all met up in London? Well, Borough Market.
Yeah.
We went to Borough Market. I had bao for lunch. I had pork bao, and
it's good, isn't it?
Right then. So I finished my limoncello beer. I'm now moving one level down in the fancy.
Okay.
It's a Heineken.
Yeah.
Still pretty fancy. Still pretty
quite strong beer.
Is it?
5%, I think. Yeah.
Oh, let's get it.
Let's indeed. I think this is a measly 4.5.
Foster's Gold. I can't do an Australian accent.
Foster's. Got some Australian in you. That's my best.
God. That wasn't too bad, to be fair. Right.
Yeah.
So I want dumplings, and I want loads of them.
Yeah, you sold that to me. It's good. That's good.
I want a load of gosh darn dumplings.
A lot of soy sauce, or
yes, loads of it. I want a goddamn bucket.
Yeah.
I always find there's not enough, but I do like the little dish that you can get. That little dish. Yeah. And I have a specific place I would like them from.
Okay.
And where I want them from is Din Tai Fung. Din Tai Fung is a restaurant. It's got a few places, but I want it from the one in Shanghai. So Din Tai Fung, I believe, is Taiwanese. Oh, yeah. And we always used to eat there when we lived in Shanghai, and the dumplings were phenomenal. And it was the place that, despite living in China, that made me like dumplings, basically.
Yeah.
So I like a metric ton of dumplings from Din Tai Fung.
When you say a metric ton, is this a metaphorical metric ton? So when you look at it, you think that's a metric ton, or do you want a literal weighed metric ton?
I would like there to be in my vicinity a weighed ton. Okay. However, on my table, I want like 3 layers, each one with like 5 in them.
Yeah.
I'm not going to eat the other ones. I just want to know they're there.
Yeah.
And I might take like half a ton home with me
on the way home. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just nab a few.
Yeah. I want them like around me. You know what I mean?
You'll spot the waiters just grabbing some.
I want to be sitting on like an iron throne from Game of Thrones, but it's dumplings.
I can do that for you.
Thank you. That's what I want.
That's good, yeah.
It's dumplings.
I like that.
Thank you. I'm actually I was.
That's a good choice.
that was what I pushed burgers out to fit.
I think that's good
Because
choice. Because burgers is good, but is it like dream meal
exactly,
sort of
exactly. So it was going to be like a big ass beef burger or chicken burger or whatever. And then I was going to do the Italian thing where my side is pasta. Because a lot of the time in Italy, your pasta's your side.
Antipasti, yeah.
So that's not what antipasti is.
No, it's not. It's the primary.
I don't know.
Primary plate. That's what they have, yeah.
But and then I thought, you know what? I want to be more fun. I want to be more true to myself because I do love dumplings.
And you're a fun guy.
I'm a fun guy.
Exactly.
And I like dumplings.
So I call you the mushroom.
That's really funny, Tim.
That's really bad, isn't it?
I think you put all of your pun game into rip-off menu podcast.
Yeah, I did.
Since then, it's been dry. But you know what? It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Because that pun's good enough.
It's an excellent pun.
Right. What drink are you having, Tim? What drink are you having with this meal? I have a feeling. I'm going to make a prediction here for everyone listening at home that there's going to be a big gap between your main and your drink. Because what you probably should have with that is like a fancy glass of like wine, maybe red or something.
Yeah,
fancy glass of wine. But I feel like you're gonna throw something rogue at us.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go wine. You knew that.
I didn't know that. I was throwing.
I'm not really a big wine guy, so I've been thinking lager.
Okay.
Like I'd probably go Moretti. Something like that.
Yeah, it's very good.
My other thinking.
Ooh, another one.
Is a mango smoothie with something naughty thrown in there.
What do you mean something naughty?
Yeah, a bit of alcohol, a bit of rum or something.
Okay, right. So, I and my family love mango smoothies.
Yeah.
Because in Thailand, we always used to have fresh mango smoothies and they're flipping delicious.
Yeah, I'll take one of them.
My question for you, Tim, is are you going to be drinking this mouthful to mouthful with your duck? Are you eating your duck and then taking a sip of mango and then going back to your duck?
Am I allowed 2 drinks?
You know what, Tim? I'll let you have 2 drinks.
You're too kind.
Because I'm only pushing some rules a little bit later.
Okay.
So I'm going to let you have 2 drinks.
I know what you're going to do.
What am I going
to do?
I don't think you know what...
You're going to do an array of desserts, aren't you?
No, I'm actually not. Well, sort of.
Okay.
No spoilers.
No spoilers.
Aim.
But yeah, I'll
let you have 2 drinks.
Then I'm going to have the lager while I'm eating. I'm going to have a Moretti or something.
You have the milkshake.
Moretti's better than Peroni, by the way. Way better than Peroni.
I'd probably agree.
Yeah.
I really like Moretti. It's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like a nice draft one.
You want it in a bottle or do you want it in a pint glass?
I think draft.
You can have beer Moretti in a pint glass if you'd like. Or
I think I'm going to go draft.
Okay, yeah. I would be the same. I'm not a massive fan of drinking out of bottles generally.
No.
If I want to have a nice beer, I'm having it out of a glass.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to go for that.
So what beer is it that you're going for? Are you going for Moretti? Are you going to throw a nice one at us? Do you want something from a specific country maybe? You don't know a name?
No, I think I'm going to... Yeah, I think I'm going to go Moretti.
Okay, all right.
I'm going to have a Moretti. That's what I'm going to go with.
I'm a big fan of Moretti.
And then, I'm going to go for mango smoothie.
Mango smoothie with a shot of miscellaneous alcohol in it.
Yeah, whatever the genie thinks would work best.
I reckon some rum. Some rum might.
That's what I'm thinking. Rum.
I reckon some rum would go well in a mango smoothie.
Yeah. Okay. Rum does remind me of Fresh's Week, but I'm going to go with that anyway.
You Seb, just
Oh, too much rum. Horrible.
I'm not a big fan of rum.
The Captain Morgan spiced one.
I've never had it. I've only had Mount Gay.
It's dangerously nice.
I had rum last week actually.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I had rum, and I made a mojito.
Ooh.
Yeah.
My sister likes it.
It was all right. It was okay. Bit too sweet, but it was nice.
What else is in a mojito?
I have no clue. This was a mojito set, so you literally just poured rum into it and shook it.
Oh, right.
We happened to have it at home for like ages, and I was like, I might as
Why
well.
not?
So I did it all, and I had that, and it was pretty nice. Pretty nice.
Yeah.
It said it served 4.
And you had the whole thing?
I did have the whole thing.
Good.
It had about 3.5 shots in it. It was pretty nice.
Yeah.
I regret nothing. That was the evening I appeared on the Politics Society's live stream for
did you?
Yeah, for their pub quiz. Brian asked me to come on.
I saw that.
Did you see it?
I didn't watch any of it. I saw it was up there.
Oh well, I was on it for a few minutes.
Oh, if only I knew.
I know. I should have advertised. Okay, so you're going for a pint of Pierre Moretti, and a mango smoothie with some alcohol in it. We'll go with rum, I guess.
Yeah.
My question is now: Are you doing the alternate sipping and eating with the beer and the food, or are you I'm eating this main and then I'm drinking my drink, or do you switch between the two?
I think I don't have any rules about that.
Okay.
I have rules. I have a lot of rules about eating. You know, like getting rid of the vegetables first and that sort of thing.
That's one of the places you let yourself go free.
Yeah, no rules with that. If I'm feeling thirsty, I drink.
That's fair.
Often I do realize, like, while I'm eating, I'm like, I haven't had a drink in a bit. And then it's just,
I do that.
Yeah.
I normally alternate. I don't know. I thought it might have been you, but it must be another one of our friends who they won't drink their drink whilst they're eating. They will eat and then drink. And I think it might be Matt. Yeah, because Matt, he eats so quickly.
He eats so quickly. There's no time for a drink.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think there's someone who it's like a rule for them. You know what I mean? It's like a thing. It's like a conscious thing they do. Where for Matt, it's sort of a byproduct of eating quickly.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
because your mouth gets salty and
exactly. You want to balance things out, and plus flavors, man. You can mix these flavors.
Flavors.
I, much like you, I'm going to be having a beer with my one. I could
have predicted that.
I want a big ass pint, and I want it in like a stein.
Okay.
I want it in like a stein glass with like the handles to the side.
Okay.
And I want a German beer. There is a specific beer that I want, but
I like Amstel. That's good.
The problem is I don't know the name of it because I do not remember.
Shit.
I had it the evening of my birthday in a pub in Leamington. A really trendy pub called like the Board Game or something like that. The Drawing Board. It's called the Drawing Board. A very nice place, and they had an amazing like on tap home lager. And it's German, so it's not home, but it's only they have it because they take it straight from. Excuse me. They take it straight from there, and it is delicious, and I want some of that.
Okay.
I want that.
Sounds good.
That's
what specifically is good about that beer?
It is like it's the perfect balance of like smooth and like a little bit bitter, and it is hearty, and it is large, and it is just delicious. It's just very nice. It's easy to drink. Because went really well with the food we had, which was I had a burger, so like it worked with the sliders.
It will work. That will work with the sliders. That's
well with my sliders.
Trial and error. You've already tried that. And there's no errors.
Exactly. There are no errors. There's no errors in the meal.
No errors. That's a good choice.
Thank you. I think this was the one I thought we would agree the most on. We just both had a beer.
Yeah.
But I'm excited that you threw in a bit of a mango smoothie in there.
Yeah, why not?
Particularly with the added spice of like a bit of a random alcohol.
Miscellaneous.
Dealer's choice.
Whatever the genie thinks.
Oh, whatever the genie thinks.
Whatever the genie thinks.
Right. Time for the dessert, Tim. Dun.
This is probably the best bit.
Really? Are you a dessert boy?
I don't know.
I think
I like it all.
I love desserts and I love starters.
Yeah, same.
But the problem is when I normally go out to eat, I will normally get a starter instead of a dessert. Even though a lot of the time I think more about a dessert than I would a starter.
I feel like when you've had, your salty, savoury meal, we've both got a lot of salt here. I've got cheesy garlic bread. You've got a spicy pasta dish.
I've got spicy.
You've started with burgers.
I did start. My starter was burgers. Moving on to pasta.
And I feel after that, something sweet is just so perfect. I get so excited for a dessert.
What have you got for me then, Tim?
Again, I'm a fatty and I have so many different desserts that I want to eat.
It's tough. I literally spent like all of yesterday doing this.
Yeah, I have so many that I want to eat.
I sat at my desk and I have a full page of notes trying to decide.
Yeah, it's not. It's genuinely not easy. I challenge people.
It is tough
to try this because it's not easy. And then you think you've got it. You think you've got it. You think you've got it, and then something else pops into your brain. Like, wait, what? I forgot about that.
Even during this, I've been thinking like, boom, that's really good. That's really good. That's really good.
I mean, I'm thinking of Guinness now. I'm like, maybe
you're always thinking of Guinness, Tim. I'm surprised you didn't choose Guinness. I assumed that was going to be your choice.
I might swap it in the outro.
In the outro.
So yeah, in a restaurant, what I normally get is a creme brulee.
Creme brulee is.
I love that. Love that.
Not sure how I feel about creme brulee.
Love that because the reason I get that is because restaurants always have sticky toffee pudding, and they always have banoffee pudding.
Very true. Banoffee pie or banoffee pudding. Yeah.
But these are two desserts that my mum has perfected.
Oh, okay. The sticky toffee pudding and the banoffee.
So.
I see. This is.
By the way, yeah, I call it the Burnoffee pie because my surname is Burn. You know, some people will get that. Some people probably didn't land.
Some people will get that as you say your surname is Burn.
Yeah,
probably should the Burnoffee pie. It's a very tough inside joke there. You know.
I probably should have said my mum and Burn makes a Burn. No, but maybe that would have
improved comedic timing.
Yeah. Ed. So yeah, those two were they're number one and number two. I've just got to decide, and I don't want to half-ass this. I don't want to pick. You know, I think someone had a selection. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, you want to commit.
I want to commit to one, and ultimately, I'm gonna have to go with banoffee pie.
Oh, okay.
Not just because you can make a pun out of it.
not just because of the pun. That is a factor.
But yeah, just the way the banana and the cream and the caramel, the biscuit base just combine into one unbelievably diabetic bite. Just so good.
See, I thought what your reasoning was going to be is your mum makes incredible banoffee pie, and sticky toffee pudding. So I'm going to go with the creme brulee because I since I don't have it as often, I think it's better. That's what I thought your reasoning was going to be.
I just think a homemade. Yeah, I just think a homemade dessert. Yeah, my mum, she is so good at them. Like she's good. She's not bad at meals, like main meals and stuff. Like, but her desserts like she made a carrot cake the other week and it was just incredible.
Carrot cake is a bit underrated, I think.
Yeah, I think it is quite popular now though.
I think carrot cake is good, but it would never be a cake I would actively choose.
Oh, I'd choose it.
Really? If I was on a menu, I would never pick the carrot cake. But
if I was picking a cake, if this was the off cake podcast, I'd go carrot cake.
Really?
But not as I wouldn't pick it as a dessert. I'd pick a banoffee pie every time.
Sidetrack. What do you think of ice cream cake?
Never had a good one.
See, I passionately love ice cream cake.
Okay.
I haven't had it in a while.
What is it about? Is it the sweet and is it the coldness? Is that?
It's just all of it. Just the cake and the thing combined. I just love it. And everyone, I've never met a person who likes ice cream cake.
No, I never had a good one.
I love it. I just do. It's just like I'm very passionate about it.
Oh, you really? Well, I can tell.
I didn't notice this. No.
Intense.
Okay, so describe this banoffee pie to me. That you're going with.
Okay, so it's I think she mashes up digestive biscuits, cooks that with butter and sugar until that becomes like one solid biscuit base.
Yeah, a biscuity base.
Yeah, but what bugs me about a lot of pies, sweet pies, is when the pastry comes around the side. So that would mean if you ate it that way, your last bite is a predominantly pastry-based bite. And that pisses me off. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, okay. I get what you mean, but that just sounds wrong in my head.
So that pisses me off. But the the base stops. It's just the bottom.
But how
It's
does it
just the
have? Oh god, my mic. How does it have shape?
Because
How does it hold its form?
there's so much sugar in the caramel that is then spread over that holds firm. Okay. So she makes her own caramel from scratch.
Okay.
I think it's condensed milk, it's butter,
Don't you
and
just
it's
like burn
sugar.
sugar? Yeah, you just like burn sugar.
Yeah, condensed milk, butter, sugar.
Oh,
That
okay.
makes the toffee. That makes the
Yeah.
toffee because there's a big layer of that, and then there's a lot of cream, and then a full layer of banana on the top.
Oh, that's good. I
And
was
then
going to ask about the banana ratio, and a full layer banana is
yeah,
good on my part.
and then usually she'll like grate some chocolate over it, just to garnish it.
That's good.
And
That
I
is
have an
good.
unhealthy portion size of that.
It's the dream restaurant, Tim. You have as much as you want.
I want a whole one.
You want a whole one? Go for it, buddy.
Maybe not
That is a good choice. I respect that.
that.
I have no problems with that. Wait, what was being sprinkled on top?
Like grated chocolate, like great chocolate.
Oh,
you know when they
okay.
fancy. Yeah.
I thought for a second you might have said cinnamon because I'm not a big fan of cinnamon.
No.
But no,
Really. Chocolate shavings.
I'm very happy with that. That actually sounds delicious.
It's delicious. It's so good. I was going to go sticky toffee pudding, but while describing banoffee pie, I realised I made the right decision.
Shout out to Mama Byrne.
Yeah.
For the fantastic banoffee pudding because that does sound incredible.
Incredible.
So I guess for her it is banoffee pudding because it's not a pie because it doesn't have like the crust on the outside of it.
I think it is still a traditional banoffee pie.
But it has to have the pie crust around it. Surely. Because otherwise it's not a pie.
I don't know the semantics of this.
Neither do I. This is probably for your radio show. The big-ish issue.
For the big-ish issue, yeah.
Give it a listen if you're listening to radio at work at some point. The big-ish issue where they talk about tiny random matter. Unlike Dutiful Future, where we talk about big important things.
Yeah. Which is boring.
I mean, kind of. No,
it's good. It's good.
That sounds delicious.
Yeah, it is delicious. One day I hope to have you try some.
I would like that very much.
Yeah. Okay, now your dessert.
Then earlier on, you derided the type of person who would have an array of desserts. I am not that person.
Oh.
But kind of.
Taking me on a roller coaster here.
You also brought up sticky toffee pudding several times.
I love that.
I had a big debate with myself for this dessert. And I've decided to go along your lines with the mum choice.
Okay, good. Yeah, I like that.
What I want is some sticky toffee pudding a la my mum, Yvonne Smiley.
Very good choice.
Now then, some specifics. Why don't I want some at a fancy restaurant or whatever? Why do I want my mum's one? Yeah. Number one, she doesn't put dates in it.
Okay, I think my mum does.
Nope, get that out of there.
Okay, how come?
It ruins it. I don't want fruit. I want pure sticky toffee goodness.
Okay.
I want lots of that caramel sauce. I want all of that stuff.
So good with ice cream.
Oh well.
Oh, well, that's a good question. Ice cream or cream? Or custard?
No. This is part of the plan, Tim.
Okay.
Well, I'm not having cream, and I'm having ice cream, but specifically, I want gelato.
Difference?
I want gelato ice cream.
What's the difference?
What gelato is?
I mean, I've had it.
It's like thicker and like a little bit more creamy, I guess. Have you ever seen those videos of people like moving it about on like a plate with like skillets and things like that?
So I just thought it was the Italian word for ice cream.
No, so gelato is a different type of ice cream.
Okay.
But it is also Italian. But I want a big scoop of vanilla gelato on my.
Vanilla. You don't want any other flavors in there.
Because what I was considering was, do I want sticky toffee pudding or do I want gelato? Or do I want the next component of my dessert?
Which is?
I want a big-ass milkshake, Tim.
Ooh.
I want
See, I
in a metal glass, like one of those big tall ones, like
American style.
Greece, like in Greece. I want a big metal cup thingy, a la
Yeah,
Greece,
I've
and I
had
want
that
it full of a
once.
milkshake.
I've only had it in a metal thing once. It was in Frankie and Benny's. It does add something.
It adds a lot in my
It
opinion.
does.
I
What
want that.
flavors milkshake is this?
That's the only thing I'm a bit difficult on. Because I
Mm,
like a lot of flavors of milkshake. I like Oreo's nice, but it's a bit basic and it's all right. Vanilla is like just so good, but it's boring. I like strawberry
mm.
ice cream a lot, but I think this is the one area of my meal where I'm going to commit to unity because it's
Yeah.
part of the same section. So I'm also going to have. Actually, you know what? No, I'm going to
Ooh.
go for a chocolate milkshake.
Okay.
My favorite type of milkshake is vanilla
I'm against that.
or strawberry or like something like that. But I'm a big fan of mixing vanilla and chocolate ice cream together, and I like the flavors together.
Yeah.
And since I have a bucket load of vanilla gelato on my
Yeah.
single pudding,
Yeah.
I think, but I've got caramel. Caramel something would
This is
not
good.
work.
Caramel.
No, I don't think so. I'm going with the vanilla. I'm going with vanilla milkshake. I'm doing
Ooh.
it. I'm committed
Fair enough.
because my thing with desserts is the flavors can be a bit much, and I like to balance them. So
Hmm.
I am going for this is definitive now. I've decided enough
Okay.
dilly dallying.
No
I'm
turning
going
back.
for my mum's sticky toffee pudding with her homemade caramel sauce.
Great choice.
I want a bucket load of gelato,
Yeah, good
ice cream,
choice. I like it.
specifically vanilla, and
Yeah.
then I want a large, um, but can I, a large vanilla milkshake in a metal
Mhm.
container. But I also want the metal container to be much like my pint, a stein. Uh, just for the theme, you know. I'm also gonna have it in a stein
Okay. Is
with
there
a
a
straw.
straw? Yeah,
Yes,
straw.
with a big thick ass straw,
Yeah. And it's
and it's a
and
plastic.
plastic a plastic one, but it
It's
doesn't
biodegradable.
kill. But
It's
it
biodegradable.
doesn't kill anything.
It
Yeah.
won't kill any baby turtles.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
Perfect.
That's
See,
what I want.
I think we have to allow you that because I had the mango smoothie. I
See,
think,
I considered rejecting the mango smoothie,
but you realise you
but
would
I
be in
thought
an
no.
untenable position now.
Exactly. I thought, you know what? No, Hugh, you need that milkshake. You know you want
You
that
need this
milkshake.
get out of jail free card.
Exactly. You know what I did? I played the game.
Mm,
That's one thing
okay.
the regular off menu podcast is missing. They don't play the game.
It's because we're both genies. We know how to play the game.
We're both on the same level as James Acaster.
Mm,
We are both the genies. So me
yeah.
and Tim have having this discussion for a while. We were thinking which one of us is Ed Gamble, which one of us is James Acaster. And I think we kind of concluded that since I'm more weird, I'm more James Acaster.
Mm,
But that Tim
I'm
is
not a
not
gamble.
very Ed Gamble at all.
No.
So
Let's ask. Let other people
let's
decide.
ask
It's
the
not.
people, the
uh,
Dutiful Future fan base.
Or maybe maybe if Ed Gamble and James listen to this one day, they can
If
decide.
to 1 hour and 13 minutes into this podcast,
Yeah. Maybe,
you
never
never
say
know.
never.
I think we're
Yeah.
pretty entertaining guys, Tim. You never know.
I
They might be
think so.
here.
I think
Yeah,
so. Just want to say
Uh,
one more thing about your pudding.
please do.
So obviously I spoke about sticky toffee as well.
Yeah,
Glad I didn't pick it now.
yeah. So it's some differentiation.
But so when your mum makes it,
Hmm.
I'm guessing she makes a toffee sauce with it.
Yeah.
Do you ever just have some ice cream and pour some toffee sauce over that ice cream?
Yes, I do, Tim.
It's the best thing in the
Very
world.
good. Very good. It's so good because it's just sugar on sugar, but like ooh.
Yeah, so good.
Isolated
So
question:
good.
what's your favorite type of ice cream? It's tough, isn't it?
That's a tough one. I think I'll go one that has it's a vanilla base,
Oh.
but with like toffee. So it's got like
Oh,
toffee bits in there,
all right,
and
all
it's got
right.
toffee sauce embedded in it.
See, for me, this solidifies my James Acaster persona, and
Okay,
it's that
yeah,
I'm a big
does it?
fan of Raspberry Ripple.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And if you watch James Acaster on Mock the Week, Tim, you would know that he is a very big fan of Raspberry Ripple. Or as he says, Raspberry Ripple. That's what it is. That's my attempted James Acaster impression there.
It needs some work. If you really want to be the man himself,
it really does need some work. I'd have to shave.
Yeah.
I look older than he does, for God's sakes. He's like 30.
Yeah, no, he looks young for his age.
He looks young.
Yeah.
So yeah, what I want is mum's stick toffee pudding,
Yeah.
homemade toffee sauce, gelato, big gas milkshake in a Stein cup.
Yeah, that's
Tim,
good.
Remind me what you wanted for your dessert.
Just a banoffee pie.
Perfect.
Half a full one that my mum made.
Here's now, right? We're near the end of the podcast.
Well, actually, no. I was gonna say with a cup of tea, but I've had enough drinks.
You have two drinks. I've let you have 2 drinks, Tim. All right. Don't push your luck here.
Sorry.
Now then, Tim. First of all, something I didn't tell you about is I've written down a secret ingredient.
Oh no!
Much like on the normal podcast, right?
Oh no!
At the start of every episode, they have a secret ingredient they write down, and they if the guest speaks of this secret ingredient, they get thrown out of the dream restaurant.
I haven't been thrown out as of yet.
Haven't, Tim? You were very close.
Was I?
What was it that I chose? I wanted to push it a bit. I wanted to make it an easy one to get. I went for cinnamon.
Oh, okay.
Cinnamon, and that's why I questioned you. I said, Tim, did you say cinnamon on that banoffee pie?
No, that would ruin the banoffee pie.
I would have been very angry.
I'm not. I don't mind cinnamon though. I'll say that.
I'm not a big fan. I'm not a fan.
I like those cinnamon rolls. Cinnamon swirls.
They're all right, but I think the cinnamon is the worst part of them.
The cinnamon's the main part. If you take away the cinnamon, you just have
the
pastry
roll itself and like the sugary goodness on it.
Yeah, maybe. No, I do like. I like cinnamon as a flavour.
Right, Tim. Here's the bonus round here. As you know, at the end of every off menu podcast, James, the genie waiter, recites the other person's menu back to them.
He does.
So let's see who's been listening.
Oh, no.
I'll go first, and I will recite your menu back to you now.
Oh, no.
So, I haven't written anything down. This is the top of my head. I'm going to try and do it my best. Okay. You would like tap water specifically. That's your drink, as in your still starter.
Yeah.
Still a sparkling. Sorry. Then moving on to your bread. What you want is tiger bread.
Yeah.
From Morrison's, specifically the loaf, with a load of Kerrygold butter, specifically too much, as you put it.
Too much. Way too much.
Then, moving on to the starter. You had a real debate about the starter. That's why I'm confused now, because you had a lot of different things you liked as your starter. So I think... Oh, gosh darn. I'm having a little blank here. No. You're going to have baked camembert.
Indeed.
Some like fruity whatever.
Fig jam, yeah.
Some bread. Then for your main, you would like some duck with a large bed of dauphinoise potatoes with some plum sauce specifically, not the cherry, the plum.
Yeah.
With the side of
amazing side. Remember, amazing side. Cordon bleu.
Oh no! What was the side? Give me a second. So you said you didn't want cauliflower cheese or something else because there was too much cream.
Yeah.
But what you do want... I remember thinking it was something that didn't actually fit well with the duck.
Not really.
Because you said that was your priority, but then it didn't at all.
Didn't at all fit, no.
Oh, shoot.
It harks back to university.
You will have some of the Dirty Duck's cheesy garlic bread.
Yes.
And then for your drinks, you will have a pint of Birra Moretti and a mango smoothie with some rum in it.
Yeah.
Or miscellaneous the genie waiter chose.
Yeah.
Which will be rum. And then for your dessert, good sir, you'll be having your mum's banoffee pudding with a bit of chocolate sprinkled on top.
Yeah.
That's what you're having.
That's a beautiful menu.
Sounds good.
That's a beautiful menu.
Genie waiter Tim, please
Yes.
read back my menu to myself right now.
All right. I've got a meeting with the other genies, so before I go back into my I actually go into a Foster's can.
Oh, sorry,
that's where I come out.
Foster's can.
I don't come out with a lamp. I come out with a Foster's can.
Not less thematically, but more common, I guess, to have access to.
Yeah. So you, with the same as me, you wanted tap water.
I did want tap water, but
Your
what else did I want?
In a jug.
I wanted a jug of tap
water.
Thank you.
You wanted, and I quote, "Sea bread."
Yes, that.
With balsamic vinegar and olive oil. And there was another bread you wanted, which I can't quite remember.
You don't need the name, but you need the region. I'll give you the region if you tell me where it's from.
Oh, I know now. It was the Morocco one with the risingness in the middle.
Yep, that is correct.
With some dips.
I believe cobs.
Yeah, with some dips.
Yeah, like hummus and stuff.
Your starter were sliders.
Yes.
You wanted a chicken one, a fried chicken one, a beef one in a brioche bun, and a spicy bean one.
Exactly right.
And then moving on to your main course, you wanted a really big shell pasta.
I wanted loads of big shells.
Red sauce, spicy sausage, and some fiery cheese from Asda.
Specifically Asda. Thank you very much, Genie.
Oh, okay. And then your side. Oh no! Why is this? The side is leaving my brain.
The side is the tough one.
The side is the tough one. You were stuck on the side. I'm stuck on the side now. It was nothing to do with your main.
Nope, nothing at all.
It was dumplings, three tiers,
and then
chicken, pork, and spinach.
Yeah.
Stacked with a metric ton in your surroundings.
Yes,
but you only wanted 5 in each box.
Yes, thank you. Yes.
Yeah.
Correct. Exactly correct.
Drink, German beer.
Yep. That I don't remember the name of. Yep. Correct.
Dessert, your mum's sticky toffee pudding. No dates.
No dates.
Lots of vanilla gelato, which is very different from ice cream, I might add.
It's not very different, but it is different, yes.
Significantly enough different.
Yes, a significant difference.
With a vanilla milkshake in a metal glass with a straw that doesn't kill turtles.
I want it in a metal stein.
Metal stein with a straw that doesn't kill turtles.
Any turtles, thank you.
Yeah, that's it, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that's it. That's pretty good.
Both some good menus there.
We were both very much paying attention.
Yeah. It's good stuff.
Right then, Tim, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me. A while, so it's great to finally do it.
Been good fun.
This is the longest episode of Dutiful Future ever.
Yes.
I see an hour 20, so it's only been about an hour 20 minutes this. So that is a long time. Yes. Thanks to everyone who's been listening. We've hit 17 subscribers, Tim.
Whoa!
17.
Mate, when this podcast goes out, it's going to blow.
The rip-off menu.
Absolutely blow up.
Gonna blow. Tim, thanks so much for coming on. Do you have anything you want to plug? Apart from the big issue?
I have nothing
do you have
to
Twitter
plug.
Or anything like that?
I mean, you can follow me. I think my things are something like Tim Burno 5, something like that. Probably Tim Burno 5, if you want to, but, you know.
Thanks, everyone, for listening. Dutiful Future is on iTunes and Spotify. Please, look at us there. If you enjoy this, give it a like and a subscribe. All of that rubbish. Thanks for watching, everyone. Thank you very much.
Peace.